we finished up the last video. We created navigation. We made these inline block elements for the LIs. LIs are normally block level elements. We made an inline block, and that allowed them to go side by side. And then we went ahead and made each of the blocks 100 pixels, and that's why they're separated as they are. So now we're ready to go ahead and actually style these hyperlinks that are in there. So let's go and get all that done. So this time, instead of the LI tag that we're going to be specifying, it is going to be the anchor tag. So we don't want all anchor tags to have these properties. We only want the ones that are inside the navigation. So we'll do nav ul li a, and we could have shortcutted that by saying nav a and not had these two in there. But I like doing this kind of specificity so we know exactly which anchor tag we're talking about. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is change the display. So anchor tags are inline items. We want this to be able to push up and down. So we're going to, and we want it to also span the entire LI instead of just being as big as the text that are in it. So we're going to do display, and we're going to make these block level elements so the anchor tag takes up the entire LI block. Whoops. Okay. And the next thing we want to do is we want to add a little bit of padding. So if we displayed it now, you probably wouldn't notice anything different. So let's just go ahead and add the padding. And what we want to do is we just want to go ahead and do the top and bottom, make those, because right now the LI is only as fat as, or as thick as the text is here. So we're going to make it 20 pixels. Oops. What happened here? Alright, so we're going to make this 20 pixels up and down. So add 20 pixels to the top, 20 pixels to the bottom, and don't do any left and right. Alright, so if I do File, Save All, and then refresh, now we'll see some differences. So you can see I moved it down. Pretty much that's what it did. But notice when instead of me just having the hand here, it's all the way up here, and that's because of that we made it a block level element. We made the entire block clickable rather than just the text. Alright, let's go back. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to align those and center them within each of the boxes. So we'll do text align, and we'll make that center. And we'll do File, Save All, and then refresh. And you can see now they're all centered within each of those boxes. So it looks a little bit better. Alright, what's the next thing to do? Let's go ahead and put a border on there. And for this border, we're going to use border width, border style, and border color. And we're going to pull in one border tag. So it's going to be 1 pixel is the width. The style is solid. So we could have made it dashed or lined or whatever, or dotted. And we want this to be blue, so it's going to be the same color that we're using for the background over here. Then it'll look better. Okay, we'll do File, Save All, and then refresh. You see now they're buttons. So that looks a little bit better too, I think. And anywhere inside this is clickable, so it's really like a button. Now we want to get rid of those underlines because everybody's going to see their buttons, so they wouldn't know what this is navigation. We don't need an underline on it, so we'll do text decoration, and we'll say we don't want none. We don't want any. Right now it's underlined. And then let's go ahead and change the background color. Background. Come on. There we go. Background color, and we're just going to make this white. And now they look like buttons. We don't need to have the underline for a person to know that this is where we're going to be using our navigation. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is I want to change the color of the links from blue to black. Alright, it could leave it blue, but let's just go ahead and do that. Now, I could do that here so that all anchor tags have a black, but I'm going to do it instead using a pseudo selector. I'm going to say that nav ul lia, and then the pseudo selector of link says that I want this to apply to anchor tag links. And we're just going to do the color, and that's the text color, and we're going to make it black. Right, there are other pseudo selectors we can use. So we can do nav ul lia, and then do visited. Yeah, visited, and that's what happens. So a person will know they've been to that link already before, and we're going to make this color gray. It won't be very different, but it'll be different enough so a person would know, oh look, I visited those boxes or those links before. Okay, the next one we're going to use adds a little interactivity. We're going to do nav ul lia, and then hover. Now notice there's no space between the A, the colon, and the H. Same with here. Whenever you're using pseudo selectors, they have to all be in one row with no spaces or it won't work. Alright, on this one, we're going to do a couple of things. What we're going to do is really inverse, but we're going to use a blue color. So we're going to say that, and when we hover, the background color is going to be blue, so that'd be a dark blue, and then we have to make the color of the text different. If it's black and dark blue, you won't be able to see it, so we'll make this one light blue. We could have made it white, but light blue better. It goes along with our color scheme that we have. Okay, well then we'll do File, Save All, and then refresh. Alright, so now you can see that the colors are black, and when I mouse over them, they turn dark blue with a light blue background. We're not going to be able to see the visited because if I click on it, it's going to give me a 404 can't find the file error. So no sense in doing that. We'll see that when we finish up and create all these pages. Oh, let's do one more thing. Whoops. Let's have a few more minutes here. We're going to do another pseudo selector, nav ul lia colon, and this is active. Now, active is when you click down on the link. All right, we want it to change slightly so a person will see almost like a button reaction. And for that, we're going to do a box shadow. And for the box shadow, we're going to do 5 pixels. 5 pixels. And that's going to be the and then gray. Alright, so we're going to put a 5 pixel box shadow on it, and then we're going to make it gray just so people can see a difference when we click on it. Okay, then I'll come back here and I'll refresh. So a person mouses over, and then when they click down, you can see that box shadow shows up on the bottom. Now when I let go of this, it's going to tell me it can't find that file. Yeah, see? File not found. Alright, so that's it for this one. We're almost up to 10 minutes. So now on to the next lesson.